The restaurant with the low score is in McMinn County. Live and dead bugs were found at the restaurant. The grade is a 71 at Applebee's on Decatur Pike in Athens. 71 is a passing score. The restaurant flunks its inspection with a grade of 69 and below. There's been a follow-up, and that score in just a moment. To begin with, the inspector found a live roach in the kitchen. There were also dead roaches and mice droppings in the area. The inspector discussed a treatment plan with the manager. An employee who entered the kitchen from the back door didn't wash his hands as he began to prepare food, but he's required to. Another kitchen worker preparing raw hamburger didn't change his gloves before going on to another task, but it's required to prevent the spread of bacteria from that raw hamburger. There's more. When the inspector checked the dishwasher, no sanitizer was running through it, but it's required to properly wash, clean, and sanitize dishes and utensils. This one we don't see very often. The inspector writes employees were wearing excessive jewelry. Rings, watches, and bracelets have crevices where bacteria and dirt can hide, potentially contaminating food. Another employee was observed drinking out of an unimproved container in the kitchen. Employees are allowed to sip drinks while working, but the containers must have a top and a straw to prevent any accidental spills onto your food. Well, the inspector returned to Applebee's in Athens for a follow-up. The original critical violations were checked. They had all been corrected, and the new grade is a 90. There are quite a few top restaurants with perfect scores this week, and here are the best grades of the week. At the top of the list, Country Burrito Mexican Grill in West Knoxville off North Shore, 100. Same grade for Kazzy's Corner Grill off North Shore at North Shore Town Center. Salsaritas on Parkside Drive in Turkey Creek, 100. The Golden Garden Chinese Restaurant on Western Avenue in Knoxville, 100. Five Guys Burgers and Fries on Brookview Center Way in Knoxville, 100. Buddy's Barbecue on Magnolia Avenue in Knoxville, 100. Same grade for Love That Barbecue on Maryville Pike in Knoxville. Habaneros Mexican Restaurant and Grill on Asheville Highway in Knoxville receives a 99. The Time Out Deli on North Broadway in Knoxville, also with a 99. Chick-fil-A, the one at 9646 Kingston Pike in Knoxville, 99. The French Market on Clinch Avenue in downtown Knoxville, 99. Here's another 99. This one scored at Condado's Tacos on Parkside Drive in Turkey Creek. Union Jack's English Pub on South North Shore Drive, 99. Right nearby, Moe's Southwest Grill on North Shore, 99. Sullivan's Fine Food on North Shore receives a 98. And Chesapeake's, the one in downtown Knoxville off of Henley, 98. Restaurant inspections are unannounced and they're conducted every 6 months. They represent a snapshot of conditions at the time of the inspection. Individual inspection reports are required to be posted in a place where you can see them. Don Dare covering Food for Thought.
Thank you, Don. And if you'd like to look over all of this week's health inspection scores for yourself, we have made it easy for you to do just that.
They're all under the news tab on WATE.com, or you can scan the QR code you see right now on your screen. It will take you right to the page.